Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel Defense Updates and News. So let's start today's top major defense news. In signal to China, Navy hold drills off Andaman and Nicobar Islands. HAL to test ELM 2052 ESA on LCA Tejas while deal hangs on 83 jets. MU signed for India to develop strategic petroleum reserve in US. Huawei, Alibaba among 7 companies with links to Chinese army could soon face action in India. India waits for Iran to resolve outstanding technical financial issues for Chabahar rail project. The Andaman and Nicobar Island in a clear display of strategic intent against China amid the ongoing military confrontation along the border in eastern Ladakh. The Indian naval maneuvers come at a time when 2 American super aircraft carrier USS Nimitz and USS Ronald Reagan are conducting rare dual combat drills in the South China Sea, much to China's chagrin. Sources on Friday said several Indian warships, including destroyers, frigate and submarines as well as maritime patrol aircraft, are conducting the exercise near the Andaman and Nicobar Island, which dominates China's critical sea lands, transporting the bulk of its energy and other trade through the Malacca Strait. The exercise, led by Eastern Naval Fleet Chief Admiral Sanjay Vatsayan, is being conducted with warship and aircraft from both the Andaman and Nicobar Command and the Eastern Naval Command headquarters in Visakhapatnam. Some warships deployed near the Malacca Strait are also taking part. The Eastern Fleet exercise comes soon after Times of India reported earlier this month that India was now finally looking to fast-track plans for basing additional military forces along with the developing the site infrastructure in the strategically located Andaman and Nicobar Island. Country's only theatre command with all asset and manpower of Army, Navy, IF and Coast Guard placed under one operational commander can be used as an effective pivot to counter China's expanding footprint in the Indian Ocean region as well as ensure security of sea lanes converging towards the Malacca Strait. Sources said the submarine hunting P-8I aircraft, which are armed with deadly Harpoon Block 2 missiles, Mk-54 lightweight torpedoes, rockets and depth charges, are also taking part in the exercise from their airbase at the INS Rajali Naval Air Station in Arakkonam, Tamil Nadu. India and Japan warships had carried out a small exercise near the Malacca Strait late last month, while Japan has become a regular participant in the high voltage Malabar naval combat exercise between India and the US since 2015. India is yet to take a decision on including Australia in the top-notch war games. Defense PSU HAL will be integrating an ELTAS ELM 2052 airborne ESA fire control radar procured originally for the Jaguar display attack ranging interstitial navigation. Daring 3 upgrade program in its preparation for the manufacturing upgraded 83 Tejas Mk1A, which company plans to test many of the features and equipment before first Tejas Mk1A jet is ready for first flight by 2023. The 2 Tejas limited series production jets are being used to test many of the new features and equipment which are marked to be featured in Tejas Mk1A jet, and one of the jets will be used to test ELTAS ELM 2052 ESA FCR dual rake pylons, external self-protection jammer SPJ and POD, along with new smart multifunction display. A deal for 83 upgraded Tejas Mk1A has been postponed and it is likely to happen by end of this year. Many defense analysts are fearing it might slip further due to the slowing economic situation due to the present pandemic condition in the country. Mark 1A will also be able to fire Astra Mk1 BVR missiles and will also get ASTRAM close combat air-to-air missiles along with Wimpel R73 CCMS and the Derby extended range BVR missiles as its standard air-to-air missiles. Hindustan Aeronautics Limited and IF along with the Defence Ministry agreed for the Rs 37,000 crore deal after a hectic price negotiation where HAL agreed to move from Rs 50,000 crore. It had initially asked for the manufacturing of the 83 jets. India and the US have signed an MOU to develop a strategic petroleum reserve in America, and the 2 countries are in advanced stage of discussion to store crude oil in America to increase India's stockpile. Union Minister of Petroleum and natural gas, Dharmendra Pradhan said on Friday. Mr. Pradhan co-chaired with his American counterpart, Energy Secretary Dan Bruleit, a virtual US-India strategic energy partnership ministerial. We have signed an memorandum of understanding to begin cooperation on strategic petroleum reserve. We are also in advanced phase of discussing of storing crude oil in US strategic reserve to increase India's strategic oil stockpile, Mr. Pradhan told reporters in a joint telephonic press conference. Responding to a question, the minister said the memorandum on cooperation in the field of strategic petroleum reserve was based on a proposal from the US after the recent historic drop in oil price during coronavirus pandemic. Following the historic drop in global crude oil process, the Indian government actively considered increasing its oil stockpile both inside the country and also overseas in countries like the US. He said very soon the government will be coming out with a concrete roadmap and proposal on how it can be unfolded, Pradhan said, adding that this would also include that New Delhi can invest in an American storage facility for India's requirement. Cooperation in strategic petroleum reserves program will further strengthen India's energy security and pave the way for greater US investment and the collaborations in India's future SPR program. The minister said. Bruleit said the MOU signed Friday will establish the process of moving forward. What we would like to do is to begin the process of sharing with India the establishment of strategic reserve, and then accordingly how does our SPR or strategic petroleum reserve work here. He said it could ultimately look similar to what we have done with Australia, but there is no determined outcome as to where this conversation is going to grow into. We are excited to begin the conversation with India. We do think it's important for both of our nations, said the US Energy Secretary in response to a question. The State Department said that the MOU on strategic petroleum reserve will ensure a consistent energy, protects national security and promote regional and global stability. Chinese global giants in India like Huawei and Alibaba, which potentially have a direct or indirect link with Chinese army, could soon face action. These companies are among the 7 Chinese companies that Indian intelligence sources have highlighted for having links with the People Liberation Army. These 7 Chinese companies are India Steel, Xinjiang Cathay International, China Electronics Technology Group, Huawei, Alibaba, Tencent and SAIC Motor Corporation. Indian government sources have highlighted that these companies are under watch and could face potential action. Chinese telecom company Huawei reported a revenue of 12,800 crore in the financial year 2018-19 from its Indian operators. The company, founded by Reng Zhengfei, who was a former deputy director at the People's Liberation Army Engineering Corps, is facing global issues on 5G, with countries like the US, Japan, UK and Australia acting on it in various ways. Sources have highlighted that Alibaba, Baidu and Tencent are part of China's military civil fusion and artificial intelligence project. Sources pointing to the 2019 report of US-China Economic and Security Review Commission said under China's military civil fusion policy, government-supported mechanism including venture capital funds are used for leveraging the fruits of civilian innovation for China's defense sector. Alibaba has made investment in Indian startups including popular ones like Paytm, Zomato, BigBasket, Snapdeal, Expressways. Tencent has made mega investment in the Indian tech space, including a 400 million investment in Ola Cabs and a 700 million investment in Flipkart. But it's not just the tech or mobile sector where the Chinese companies with links to the PLA are present. SAIC Motor Corporation, a Chinese state-owned automobile company headquartered in Shanghai, sells the sports utility vehicle SUV MG Hector in India. One of the company's subsidiaries in Nanjing Automobile, which was previously a vehicle servicing unit of the PLA. Xinjiang Cathay International Group, a metal product manufacturing company, is present in India. Various forms including a joint venture, India Steels Limited, employees of Chinese Electronics Technology Group Corporation have been convicted of military espionage, and it provides technology that is believed to be used for human rights abuses in the restive western province of Xinjiang in China. The company had invested Rs 320 crores in a manufacturing facility in Andhra Pradesh in 2018. This comes even as India last month banned 59 Chinese apps, including the widely popular TikTok, after a violent face-off at the Line of Actual Control (LAC) in eastern Ladakh, in which 20 Indian soldiers had martyred. Chinese forces also suffered casualties but haven't come out with a number. After reports that Iran had dropped India from the Chabahar-Zahedan railway project, the government on Thursday said the project was actually awaiting the appointment of an authority by Iran to resolve outstanding technical and financial issues. MEA spokesperson Anurag Srivastava said since 2016, despite the difficulties posed by the sanctions situation, there has been significant progress on the Chabahar port project. On the proposed railway line thought, he said IRCON was appointed by India to assess the feasibility of the project. It was working with CDTIC, an Iranian company, under their Ministry of Railways in that regard. He said IRCON has completed the site inspection and review of the feasibility report, said the official. Detailed discussion were thereafter held on other relevant aspects of the project, which had to take into account the financial challenges that Iran was facing in December 2019. These issues were reviewed in detail at the 19th India-Iran Joint Commission meeting in Tehran. Srivastava said the Iranian side was to nominate an authorized entity to finalize outstanding technical and financial issues. This is still awaited, he said. His remarks come after media reports claim that India has been left out of the Chabahar-Zahedan railway project in Iran. The official described the reports as speculative. On reports regarding the Farzad B gas field negotiation, in which ONGC was involved in the discovery stage, Srivastava said follow-up bilateral cooperation was, however, impacted by policy changes on the Iranian side. In January 2020, we were informed that in the immediate future, Iran would develop the field on its own and would like to involve India appropriately at a later stage. This matter remains under discussion, he said. So thank you for watching, guys. If you like my video, please do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you and Jai Hind.